You're watching The Time Hopper. I'm Pete, and today, you're not just learning about history, you're about to die in it, because we're traveling to one of the darkest moments humanity has ever faced, a time where survival wasn't about strength, or intelligence, or bravery. It was mostly about luck. Buckle up. 3, 2, 1. You open your eyes. The air smells wrong, rotten, damp, heavy. You're standing in a European city in the year 1348. Narrow streets, wooden houses packed tightly together. No plumbing, no soap, no concept of bacteria. People cough constantly. Bells ring in the distance. Not for church, for the dead. This is the Black Death, the deadliest pandemic in human history. Between 30 and 50% of Europe's population will die within a few years. That's tens of millions of people. And the worst part? Most of them never understood why. Let's talk about why you wouldn't survive. Reason 1, you don't know what's killing you. The Black Death was caused by Yersinia pestis, a bacterium spread primarily by fleas living on rats. But you don't know that. No one does. In 1348, there is no germ theory, no microscopes, no antibiotics. Doctors believe the plague is caused by bad air, angry planets, God's punishment, or poisoned wells. So instead of treating the disease, people treat everything else. They burn incense to clean the air. They carry flowers to mask the smell. They pray harder. Spoiler alert, none of that kills bacteria. By the time symptoms appear, fever, chills, vomiting, swollen lymph nodes the size of apples, it's already too late. Once the black boils appear, your survival odds drop to less than 30%, and you have absolutely no idea what hit you. Reason 2, your city is a perfect death trap. Look around. The streets are filled with human waste, animal waste, garbage, and corpses waiting to be collected. Rats thrive here. Fleas thrive on rats, and fleas absolutely love you. People live packed together in tiny homes. Entire families share one room, sometimes one bed. If one person gets sick, everyone does. There's no quarantine at first, no isolation, no understanding of contagion. Fun historical fact. Some cities actually believed running away spread the plague faster because fleeing stirred the bad air, so people stayed and died together. Reason 3, the treatments make it worse. You finally see a doctor. That's not comforting. Medieval medicine is based on the idea of 4 humors: blood, phlegm, black bile, and yellow bile. The plague is believed to be an imbalance, so the solution, remove blood, a lot of it. Doctors perform bloodletting, weakening patients who are already fighting a deadly infection. They also apply leeches, cut open plague boils, rub mercury on wounds, force patients to inhale toxic fumes, and let's not forget the iconic plague doctor mask. The long beak wasn't for style. It was stuffed with herbs to block bad smells, which again does absolutely nothing. If the plague doesn't kill you, the treatment just might. Reason 4, society is collapsing around you. As the death toll rises, everything starts to break. Farmers die, so food production collapses. Merchants die, so trade stops. Priests die, so spiritual comfort disappears. Entire villages are abandoned. In some cities, there are so many bodies that graves overflow mass. Burial pits are dug, corpses are stacked like firewood. Families stop caring for the sick, not because they're cruel, but because helping often means dying too. Here's a chilling fact. In some areas, people were walled inside their houses if plague was suspected. No food, no water, just waiting. Survival becomes less about morals and more about staying alive one more day. Reason 5, fear makes everything deadlier. When people don't understand a disease, they look for someone to blame. And during the Black Death, they did. Jewish communities were falsely accused of poisoning wells. Thousands were tortured or murdered. Foreigners were attacked. The poor were blamed. The sick were abandoned. At the same time, extremist religious movements emerged. Flagellants marched from town to town, whipping themselves publicly to appease God, which unfortunately also helped spread the plague even further. Fear didn't just kill compassion, it accelerated death. So why didn't people survive? Because they didn't know what they were fighting, because their cities were built for disease, because medicine worked against them, because society collapsed under pressure, and because fear turned humans against each other. Surviving the Black Death wasn't about intelligence or strength, it was about being isolated, being lucky, or not being exposed at all. If you lived through it, you didn't win, you endured. And just like that, you're back. Clean air, modern medicine, running water. History isn't just fascinating, it's terrifying. And it reminds us how fragile survival really is. If you want to keep hopping through time, to experience history the way it was actually lived, subscribe to the Time Hopper. More eras, more survival, more chaos, because the past wasn't safe, and neither are you.